tracks. You heard me? All type of
If
shit. You
you
feel me?
if
Like
you weak,
niggas
if
fought.
you weak, if you weak, you can't even come
You
outside,
can't even
bro.
come
I ain't
outside
lying.
in Garyville
If
if
you
you.
weak,
Hey, I swear to
if
God,
you
that's
weak,
true.
you better not even come outside your door. You better not what? I'm talking about you hanging with the clique nigga about to fuck over you all day. I'm talking about man. And it wasn't just about fighting. Like with us, with our generation, it wasn't really about just fighting.
Goodwill. Hey, Will, this shit is fucking gold.
No, that's that on that. But yeah, man, like shit, man. Growing up in Galvin, man, it was crazy, man. You couldn't be weak. You couldn't be weak, nigga.
I
I'm talking
know.
about nigga. We grew up. We grew up just fighting and shit, nigga. Your big brother, your big cousin, them come get you out of the house. These niggas bet, you know, niggas just bet shooting dice and shit, just
Yeah,
gambling all type of way.
yeah,
Man, niggas gambling on their little brother, and their little cousin, nigga, come get you, nigga. You go get your little brother, and my big brother come get me, and we meet up somewhere in the hood in an abandoned house or somewhere ducked off where our mamas nobody can see us, and niggas got us fighting like straight brawling. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, that's how
yeah.
we. That's how I came up for sure. Like
Well,
you
even
know,
the people before you heard me, cause your whole bloodline, like your daddy and your uncles and your big cousins, you heard me, that's my age and shit, a little older than me, nigga, them boys was getting it in when I was a kid. You heard me, and they had us fucking. I had my first fight in the back of your grandmother house, nigga, in the subdivision. You heard me? I
nah,
got
for
my
sure.
ass.
Yeah, like I said,
I got my
like
ass
I,
whooped. You
like I
heard me?
said, man, it was all number fighting, like number fighting, but just. And I was programmed with that shit to where like I couldn't turn it off. Like I couldn't turn it off. I'm going to school. I'm mopping niggas on side of their head for nothing. You heard me? Nigga, I go in the project like nigga. I'm talking about wherever. Now I mean, it just got bad to everybody just knowing like man, shit. That dude Minute, him and his little partners. Now I mean, we like 20, 30 deep. So yeah, man, just got bad. So yeah, that's how we grew up, man. Just like fighting, like niggas really. My big brother Trevor to really come get me and be like, I remember one night, you heard me. One night, you heard me. We by the substation in the project. Well, nigga came got me way from the Hope to bring me way to the project. It's nighttime. It's like 8 o'clock at night. And that when Worman was still living, you hear me?
Yeah.
So my brother and Worman, they came got me. And fuck, I guess, you hear me? I ain't gonna say it, you hear me? But yeah, that was the night me and Bam had a fight, you know what I mean? I just shit I remember like man, like niggas really had us like that's like niggas really used to like bet on shit like that. Like niggas just fighting.
Yeah.
Like, know what I mean? Like I'm trying to tell niggas stop or drop or whatever. Yeah, like that's how we grew up in Garyville, bro, until
Well, I
niggas
know that
start.
for a fact that y'all breed like the best fighters out the parish. You heard me? Uh, Growing up, I seen that shit. I ain't just saying that because I used to live there. Like I was from Garyville. You heard me? But I seen that shit. Like niggas been fighting since I was 5 years old in a subdivision, going to the projects, across the tracks. You heard me? All type of
If
shit. You
you
feel me?
if
Like
you weak,
niggas
if
fought.
you weak, if you weak, you can't even come
You
outside,
can't even
bro.
come
I ain't
outside
lying.
in Garyville
If
if
you
you.
weak,
Hey, I swear to
if
God,
you
that's
weak,
true.
you better not even come outside your door. You better not what? I'm talking about you hanging with the clique nigga about to fuck over you all day. I'm talking about man. And it wasn't just about fighting. Like with our generation, it wasn't really about just fighting. Niggas had guns on us, like you know what I mean. And niggas just used to be doing wild shit. Like I'm talking
Yeah,
about like for my generation when we got turned on, like cause first I ain't really knew nothing outside of Garyville. I just knew Garyville, like and just terrorizing everything in Garyville and in my age limit at least. And I mean I go to school just being bad, but then when niggas start finding out just trying to go fuck with females in different little towns like Reserve, La Platte, then niggas start realizing you got niggas in Reserve. Oh, it's a different hood. You got
yeah,
niggas in La Platte. Oh, this is a different hood. So we trying to go through there and just thug or whatever. But nigga like, man, he from Garyville. So, nigga just start beefing and shit. Nigga just, I ain't lying, cause I was so infatuated with that shit, nigga. Me and my partner, you hear me? Nigga, we'll just pop pop X pills, you hear me? Get full of that liquor and just go straight to their hood, go straight looking for them. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
I
Like,
used to hear I
guns
used
on
to hear
us,
about your ass, you heard me?
got
And your little
guns on
cousin
us, you
back
hear
here
me? On
cutting
them
up.
pills, nigga, hit the track, nigga pop a pill, nigga, you hear me? My partner Bradley, you hear me? Nigga, he'll go in the house, nigga, stealing his stepdaddy guns, you hear me? He'll have his shit, you hear me? I have my shit, you hear me? Pop them pill, nigga, walk the track, go straight to reserve. Like,
That's
going
when
to
you
their
know
projects.
that's when
Like,
you know
really
you on some
going, like,
shit. Look,
we were
you know
really,
you on some dumb shit when you walk from Garyville to Reserve, you heard me?
man, we were looking for them dudes. I'm talking about man, like this, like that was all it was. Like that was a nigga dream. Like I say, what you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
Niggas just wanted to be in some shit. You hear me?
Man, but look, your whole bloodline come from there, you heard me? Like your uncle Psycho, that's your uncle?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my big cousin, you heard me? That nigga that dog, you heard me? I done heard some stories about that nigga. You heard me? Like that nigga had a nigga. They chased a nigga from Garyville in the cornfield in the sugarcane field. You heard me? Chase him all the way from Garyville all the way to Reserve. Boy, I had to run for his life like a scary movie.
yeah.
Yeah, bro, you heard me? Like
That's our Paris though, man. I
you,
ain't gonna
you
just say
definitely
like
you definitely cut from that. You heard me? I done seen your daddy whoop man. I done seen your daddy whoop some niggas. I done seen your daddy whoop some niggas. You heard
I
me?
think I think that would really push me to be worse, bro. Like when niggas start saying, cause all I knew my daddy from just working, nigga. Messing with different women, know what I mean, Rolling Stone, know what I mean. But
Yeah,
when niggas like, oh man, my mom like, oh your daddy was a fighter and all that shit, that was just going in my head like, oh man, you hear me? Yeah, I do this, you hear me? My daddy was a fighter, ooh, he was whooping niggas in his generation. So that's what I wanted to be. I just want to whoop every nigga in my generation, you hear me? No matter how big or small, like no matter how bloody, how brutal, you hear me?
yeah,
You
your
hear me?
daddy.
I want you to hit me. I'm gonna tell you to hit me. Just cause like
Yeah, you give him the
I
first
want you.
shot, huh?
I want you to hit that. I want you to hit that button on me. You hear me? I know I had a button on me. You hear me?
Yeah,
I ain't had no fear. You hear me?
yeah, yeah,
And not having no fear, bro. Like that shit. That would really woke me up. You hear me? Like damn, man. I realized one day, like man, I'm really ain't scared of shit.
yeah.
Like I ain't scared of shit. Like I was just fucked up. Like just thinking, like man, like if I get in some shit with my partner, we go to jail, my nigga. I ain't gonna tell. You hear me? Like, I'm like, that was the shit I'm telling myself in my head. Like, man, I don't give a fuck if I gotta go do whatever. Like, I ain't gonna tell. You hear me? If
Yeah,
a nigga pull up and I got a gun on me, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna like that's the shit that going to my head at the time. And I'm like, you hear me? This ain't the right way to be thinking. So I just, my thoughts just would tell me like, man, you gonna head down the crash course cause you ain't scared of nothing. You hear me? It's only the nigga who ain't scared of nothing is only two ways you're gonna go.
but
Dead
that's
or in
how that.
jail.
But that's how y'all niggas breed, though. You heard me? Cause I'm gonna tell you, bro. In my generation,
That's what I'm saying. It ain't just me. It ain't just
yeah, yeah.
me.
Look what I'm about to say. Look what I'm about to
Cause I was
say.
Paris.
Yeah, I'm talking about Garyville right now. You heard me? I'm talking about what I seen as a child. You heard me? And how I know you ain't lying because um my homeboy, you heard me, small head, rest in peace, small head. You heard me? This nigga here had to be like fucking 3 feet tall, you heard me? Like I was the smallest nigga in school, but small head was the only nigga smaller than me. But
Mom
small
included.
man, small yeah, included. Small head I ain't never seen small head back down from a fade, and he always hitting first. You heard me? But that nigga dog, I ain't gonna call this other nigga name out, you heard me? But small head had, nigga say this bigger nigga was like fucking with small head, you heard me? Small head like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
fuck it. Nigga, when we go outside for recess, I'ma show you. You heard me?
Yeah.
So we had that fifth ward, our sixth ward
What?
in Garyville.
As
They changed the name of it, but what they used to call it, fifth ward or sixth ward.
six wall.
All right, we had sixth ward. You heard me? So bam, we go outside for recess. Back in the day, the teachers ain't even come outside with us for recess. You heard me? It was some crazy shit. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, we go out there for fucking recess. You heard me? Small head. You heard me getting itself together, nigga. We gotta be in third grade, my nigga. We in third grade, my nigga. You heard me?
Kids,
That's Prince and Titan, Buzzy and
kids,
Willow age. You heard me? That's their
6, 7
age.
years old, 7, 8
Yeah,
years old.
yeah. You heard me? Man, a nigga fucking walked up to that boy and hit him so hard in the eye. You heard me? You heard me? I'm talking about nigga. He had to jump up to hit him like Mike Tyson punch out when the boy jumping up
Mm-hmm.
hitting. Man, nigga did that. You heard me?
Yeah,
And that shit was like, damn, dog, this little nigga here, and he ain't never in my life, I ain't never seen small head back down from nothing. You heard me? Win, lose, or draw. You heard me? But that just what
I ain't,
Garyville breeds. You heard me? They bred that shit. You heard me? They got, I'm gonna go
yeah,
out fighting. You heard me? I'm gonna die fighting. You heard me?
they gonna die fighting. Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
bro. Like a lot of the legends, our fallen legends. You heard me? They come from our parish. You heard me? Garyville got like most of them. You heard me? Like I could say rest in peace to a whole bunch of gangsters that's not here no more, and I could say free a whole bunch of gangsters that's in prison doing life. You heard me? Cause they stood on business. You heard me? That's
For
just how
real,
they was
man.
rocking. You heard me?
For real. Like
So
it wasn't just fighting.
I
It
know what
wasn't
you're
just
talking
fighting.
about, huh?
It wasn't
Goodwill.